Howdy, folks. Tonight we're gonna want to show you guys how I'm coming along on my Merchants Row 2 building that I'm building, obviously for the layout. This is an N-scale kit from Walthers. Looks like this. So you have 1, 2, 3 buildings all kind of connected together, kind of a early 20th century vintage masonry structure. Really nice detail, really nice kit. Here's the footprint, 3.5 inches. This is N scale. That's 3.5 real inches by 6 1/4. And what I've done is so far is I airbrushed the all the sides of the building, kind of a dark red brick color. But then like the storefronts down at the bottom level, the grade level, which might be more of like a metal kind of construction or wood, probably wood back for this vintage building, with all the glazing, a white color, but I think okay, and there would be some under here too. So this is all masked off because this is going to be kind of a tan. I'm going to make this a tan brick color. Just haven't picked that color out yet, and keep the rest the dark red brick. Actually, going to grab the color that I used for that dark red brick. All right, so here's. I just really like using these Vallejo colors. They just shoot so well out of the airbrush, and you get a lot of different colors to choose from. This is Hull Red, which I thought would be a nice color for the dark red brick. But you can see, I'm probably gonna get this color here, and I just have to pick a Vallejo color to shoot that. Then you've got the water table and the cornice and all that. Cornice is up at the top of the building, which I sprayed with the Vallejo white. But anyways, you can see kind of the side of the building. This is the back. This is a roof. This is a wall at a step in the roof. And I've weathered these, and I want to show you guys quickly how I do that. To kind of make it look a little bit like the mortar bed joints and head joints, that gray mortar color. Whereas this has just been sprayed, nothing's been weathered there yet. So what I do is, I just have my color palette here, a painter's palette, and I've got this filled with water and this filled with water, but I've also have it diluted. I also have some Dawn dish detergent in there to break the surface tension of the water and really get this gray to flow into all those little head joints and bed joints, tiny little grooves, especially in N scale that you can see here. Get that gray down in there, and then wipe it off with a clean paper towel. So we're not going to add a lot here. We're just going to put it. Probably use this one right here. I'm just adding just a little bit, and this is Vallejo Sky Gray. This is 70.989. This is a little different. This isn't thinned as much as the Model Air, but doesn't matter because I'm just brushing it on. So I'm just taking an old brush, kind of a wide bristle. Gonna stir that up really good. I'll stir this one up as well, and just get a sense of just how dark it is. And that looks pretty good. I think I'm gonna go with this one. So, these elevations were weathered yesterday. And now this is the back of the building. And my logic here is that the building owner has really taken care to keep the front of the building clean, to keep that facade clean and attractive. like you can see there, I don't think I'm gonna do much to, that's what's, I mean, most of this front elevation's masked off, but you can see some of the brick I'm gonna paint that, but there is brick to the left and right that's a dark red that is probably not gonna be weathered because it's kind of the front of the building and they take care of that. Whereas the back of the building and the side of the building that just face the alleys and the park and the rear parking, they don't really care about. So they let it go, and that's what I'm weathering, to kind of show that. So all I'm doing, just gonna take this and just, and you can really see how it flows very easily because we broke the tension with the soap, the dish detergent. And you can put this on as heavy or as light as you want, depending on the weathering effect you're looking for. And I'm just brushing this. I'm going to come back and paint these doors anyways, so it doesn't really matter that I'm getting it in there. I'm not going to paint them. No, probably shouldn't have done that. Doesn't really matter. I'm going to go over that with a white. Those will all be hand brushed because I don't think I'm going to mask off something so small to airbrush it. Though I try to airbrush as many pieces, components as I can because the airbrush just really does such a great job. You can really get some really nice weathering effects with an airbrush, but I'm going to do this by hand. So we got it in there. It flows in all those grooves. A little bit heavy over here. Kind of keep spreading that out a little bit. Move that. Now what we're going to do is we're going to take a clean paper towel, fold it up a little bit here, and I'm just going to let this dry just a little bit. If you don't like what you did, if this is too dark from yesterday's work and you want to lighten it up, you should be able to go through here because these are just acrylics and they're not on very heavy, and you can go through and still try to take some of this off. So I can still take this down. But now I got this in here, so I'm just gonna kind of just wipe this off a little bit. And there you go. What I'm gonna do is, that's a big area that I painted. I'm just gonna go through and just smooth it back out. And I think I'm gonna live with this. Maybe some of this, see, you can really change the effect by just coming through and blotting it and taking some of that excess off. And then if it still go back through and say you want a little bit more of the mortar showing there, maybe some there, maybe leave some of these other areas a little bit lighter so you kind of get a little bit of a random pattern effect. Maybe this is too dark, or I'm sorry, too light. Again, come through, you can wet this and just come through here and try to, again, after it's dried for 24 hours, take some of that off. Same over here, just come through and give it another. So now just looking at it as it dries, maybe hit a little bit more. You can see how that really flows. And it's up to you what the effect you're looking for. Is this too much? Is it too little? Between, you can go back and hit local areas. You can blot localized areas to really get that random scattered look, or wipe all the way across or brush all the way across to make it uniform. So now I'm going to set this aside, let it dry. I'll look at it tomorrow, about 24 hours from now, and decide if I like it or not. So hopefully you guys found that helpful. I'll do another video here in the next few days or week or so to show the progress we're making on this building and how this weathering effect turns out, and if I made any adjustments. Hope you guys enjoy the video, and thanks for watching. Bye-bye.